Jodie Ramsey has finally confessed to the police that she was responsible for attacking Sarah Platt, bringing another shocking twist to Coronation Street. Fans will remember that on the night Theo Silverton was killed, Jodie discovered Sarah looking through her treasured keepsake box. In a fit of anger, she struck Sarah on the head, leaving her unconscious. It didn't take Sarah long to figure out who had assaulted her, and the truth recently came to light after Kit Green informed David and Shona Platt about Jodie's role in the attack. After learning what had happened, Shona confronted her sister and demanded the truth. Faced with mounting pressure, Jodie eventually admitted everything. During the latest episode, Jodie unexpectedly arrived at baby Harper's welcome home celebration and stunned everyone by revealing that she had confessed to the police. She also confirmed she had been formally charged with assaulting Sarah. However, that confession wasn't the only surprise she had in store for the Platt family. Ever since arriving on the cobbles, Jodie has carried around a small trinket box, secretly filling it with belongings she had stolen from her neighbors. While searching for her missing games console, Lily Platt stumbled across the hidden box beneath the sofa. When she opened it, she was horrified to discover a handgun concealed inside. The firearm had originally been abandoned by Carl Webster after his confrontation with Kevin Webster at the garage. Jodie later found the weapon and decided to keep it instead of reporting it to the police. When Lily challenged Jodie about the gun, Jodie dismissed her concerns and insisted that it wasn't a real firearm. Lily wasn't convinced by the explanation, and later informed David about the weapon she had found hidden in the house. With David already having little trust in Jodie, this latest revelation could destroy any remaining chance she has of staying with the family. Will David finally decide that enough is enough and throw Jodie out for good? Coronation Street teases Cassie's chilling exit as Ross sparks fears for her life. Cassie Plummer's future takes a frightening turn next week as she leaves Coronation Street after a disturbing encounter with Ross Wilkes. Ross, who has recently reconnected with his son Tyrone Dobbs, is determined to remove Cassie from their lives once and for all. After turning the family against her, his increasingly sinister behavior raises fears that he could be planning something far more dangerous. Ever since Ross returned to Weatherfield, he has slowly earned Tyrone's trust and convinced him to give their relationship another chance. Cassie, however, has never believed his act because she remembers the disturbing past they share when Ross exploited her while she was still a vulnerable teenager. Although Cassie repeatedly tries to expose Ross's true personality, he continues convincing everyone that he is a devoted father, leaving Tyrone completely on his side. This week, Cassie's desperate attempt to ruin Ross's plans ends in disaster. She secretly poisons him in the hope that he will fail an important drug test for a new job, but the scheme is uncovered when Steve McDonald learns the truth and immediately ends their relationship. Heartbroken after losing Steve, Cassie drowns her sorrows in alcohol, while Ross enjoys the sympathy and support of those around him. The following week, Cassie wakes up on the Metcalf's sofa, where Tim explains that he brought her home after she became heavily intoxicated at the cab office. Devastated, she admits that Steve has left her, and Tyrone has thrown her out after choosing to believe Ross instead. To make matters even worse, Ross has managed to deceive almost everyone on the street, including Tracy, leaving Cassie completely isolated. Realizing she has nothing left in Weatherfield, Cassie announces that she has accepted a job on a cruise ship and plans to leave immediately. Despite her decision to move on, Tyrone refuses to forgive his mother, believing she has made one mistake too many. Instead, he continues giving Ross the benefit of the doubt. Before leaving, Cassie shares an emotional goodbye with her grandchildren. Fizz gives her a treasured family photograph to remember them by before she sets off. Later, Cassie heads to the precinct to meet Steve, hoping they can end their relationship on better terms. Instead, she is shocked when Ross suddenly pulls up beside her. Although surprised by his arrival, Cassie accepts Ross's offer of a lift. believing it could be the perfect opportunity to confront him privately and force him to reveal his true intentions. Her plan quickly goes wrong. As soon as Cassie gets into the vehicle, Ross locks the doors and drives away at speed just as Steve arrives, leaving him unable to stop them. Speaking about the storyline, Claire Sweeney revealed that Cassie feels she has lost everything after being rejected by the man she loves and believes taking the cruise ship job is her only option. She also teased that viewers are deliberately left guessing about what happens after Ross drives away with her. The speeding car marks Cassie's final appearance, and she is not seen again. The next day, Steve questions Ross about where he took her after witnessing her get into his car. Ross first claims he never met Cassie at the precinct, but after Steve challenges him, he changes his story and insists he simply dropped her off at the train station. Ross's conflicting explanations immediately raise suspicions, and as the week continues, Fizz becomes increasingly convinced that he is hiding the truth. With Cassie missing and Ross behaving more suspiciously than ever, the mystery deepens, leaving everyone wondering whether she escaped safely or if something far more sinister has happened. Coronation Street star Sydney Martin addresses criticism over Betsy's stroke storyline. Sydney Martin has spoken out after Coronation Street viewers raised concerns about a scene from Betsy Swain's recent stroke storyline. Betsy has been at the center of one of the soap's most emotional plots after suffering a stroke caused by strangulation during an intimate encounter with her boyfriend Dylan Wilson. Although Betsy insists the incident was consensual and not intended to be violent, the temporary lack of oxygen triggered severe medical complications that resulted in a stroke. Despite her explanation, the act is still considered a criminal offense under UK law. The storyline has earned praise for highlighting the serious risks associated with strangulation during sex, but one hospital sequence has attracted criticism from medical professionals and viewers alike. A manual handling trainer named Jessie shared a TikTok video pointing out that the method used to transfer Betsy from her hospital bed into a chair was medically outdated. She explained that the technique, known as a drag lift, is no longer permitted in UK healthcare because it can increase the risk of injuries, including joint dislocations. Jessie also warned that showing the outdated procedure on television could unintentionally mislead viewers about how stroke patients should be moved safely. After seeing the video, Sydney Martin thanked Jessie for highlighting the issue. She explained that the production had stroke specialists on set throughout filming, but admitted the outdated practice had unfortunately gone unnoticed. In another response, Sydney said she genuinely appreciated the constructive feedback and agreed that the mistake should never have appeared on screen. She went on to explain that she had carried out extensive research to portray Betsy's recovery as accurately as possible. However, she acknowledged that some aspects of production are outside an actor's control, particularly because filming schedules move at such a fast pace that occasional errors can happen. Sydney also confirmed that she would pass the concerns on to the production team, stressing that medical accuracy is something the show takes very seriously. Throughout its development, Sydney has also previously explained how the makeup department carefully recreated Betsy's appearance after her stroke to realistically portray the physical effects of her recovery.